Today I'm going to share with you a very interesting and funny story. Once upon a time, there was a man who was staying in a village who was very poor, and one day he decided to go to the forest and sit in meditation, pray to God, hoping that God would appear before him and grant his wish to get rid of poverty. The man went to the forest, started meditating upon God. Many days passed, many weeks passed, many months passed. Finally, God took pity on him and appeared before him. God said, I am pleased with your prayer and meditation. Tell me what you want. The man said, O God, I am a poor man. I have many needs. Give me a boon so that whenever I desire something, that desire gets fulfilled. God said, I am granting your wish, but there is one condition. You will get whatever you desire, but your neighbor will get 2 times of the same thing that you desire. The man nodded his head, thanked God, and came back to his home. Entering his home, he looked around and looked up to the skies and said, God, I have a small broken house. Give me a grand house. Within no time, he found himself standing in a palace like building. He was so happy. But in a few minutes, he realized that his neighbor has got 2 palace-like huge buildings. He looked up to the skies and said, God, give me a luxurious and expensive car. Within no time, an expensive, luxurious car was standing in front of his house. But in a few minutes, he realized that his neighbor also has 2 very expensive cars standing in front of his houses. Then he asked for a precious watch. He got one immediately, but his neighbor got 2. He asked for an expensive smartphone. He got one, but his neighbor got 2 smartphones. This was unacceptable to him. He was getting angry and irritated. He was finding it difficult to accept this. He was thinking and thinking and thinking about it. He was breaking his head over it. Finally, he got an idea. He was very happy. He looked up to the skies and said, Oh God, make me blind in one eye. Within no time, he became blind in one eye. Believe it or not, friends, within minutes, his neighbor became blind in both his eyes. What a pity. The story ends here, a very funny, hilarious story, but with a meaning. This poor man should have been happy because he was getting everything he wanted. How did it matter if his neighbor got 2 times of what he was getting? But he was not happy. He was not happy because of his jealousy. He was jealous of his neighbor. What happened to him in the end? Because of his jealousy, he became blind in one eye. What a misfortune. Sri Thakur Kul Chandra says, if you want to lose your way and fall into trouble by making yourself unfortunate, then never in the least renounce the feeling of pain at others' fortune. So according to him, if we become jealous, we are going to put ourselves in trouble. Jealousy is not going to help us. But how can we overcome jealousy? All of us are born with jealousy. And this undesirable quality or trait is further reinforced by our parents and family members when they start comparing children with one another. Parents, families, societies categorize people into good or bad, beautiful or ugly, smart or dull. This comparison, categorization, further ignites the sense of jealousy within us. The best way to overcome this is to become aware of the harmful effects of jealousy. Once we become aware that jealousy is truly detrimental to our lives, we may become conscious about this negative trait within us and try to overcome it. Another way to overcome jealousy is to become more empathetic, sensitive, caring to others. Sri Thakur Kulchandra says, the desire for the good of others is the mother of one's own good.